When we process Paula's car, am I going to find Paula's blood in that car?
All the blood you're going to find is all them hunting clothes.
How about on that big old knife? Yeah, stick it down to your bag. Is Paula's DNA going to be on that knife?
No, sir.
You positive?
Positive. 100% positive.
Say with confidence.
Because if you seen my hog pictures, you seen that same knife in them pictures.
Doesn't mean you never clean it.
I don't clean it.
Last time on, They Caught Me. Detectives from the Tyler, Texas Police Department traveled from Smith County to Angelina County to speak with a man named Jessie Williams. His friend, Paula Belonga, has been missing for over a week, and police believe that Jessie is the last person to see her prior to her disappearance. Since their interview with Jessie, he has been transported to the Rusk County Sheriff's Office due to a separate assault warrant, but that doesn't stop Detective Chamberlain and Freeman from stopping by to call BS on Jessie's version of events. In the last few days, they have uncovered more evidence, and it's time to get some justice for Paula.
Probably in your property, I'm sure.
Ain't nothing in my property. When they brought me from over there, they brought me with nothing.
No clothes, baby.
They said you had my stuff. My wallet, my phone, all that. They said y'all had it.
The only thing I took is your phone, the keys, the car, everything in the car. I didn't take your wallet, your driver's license, or the check.
Driving license, all that stuff.
It's in the wallet.
Y'all got it. They said y'all have it.
Because I'm the one that drove back to the PD at Tyler, and I didn't have it. I didn't have it.
I'm sure we can find it, Jesse.
Oh. Alright, real quick. I know I read you your rights 2 days ago. I'm going to read it again. Okay? It takes 30 seconds to bear with me. You have the right to remain silent and not make any statement at all, and that any statement you make may be used against you at your trial. Understand?
At my trial.
At your trial. If there's a trial.
Oh, so I'm being arrested or something?
You're under arrest right now.
Yeah, I've been under arrest. I've been in jail.
I understand that. And when you're under arrest, a custodial arrest, where I want to ask you some questions about a case, I got to remind you.
Okay.
Okay? Do you understand that first one I just read?
Yeah, I understand everything, man.
I still got to read it. All right. Any statement you make may be used as evidence against you in court. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have the right to have a lawyer present to advise you prior to and during any questioning. You understand?
Yes, sir.
If you are unable to employ a lawyer, you have the right to have a lawyer appointed to advise you prior to and during any questioning. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And lastly, you have the right to terminate the interview at any time.
Yes, sir.
So Jesse, it's been 48 hours since I last talked to you.
Yeah.
Is there something new that you'd like to tell me?
Like I told you, if I knew where she was, I would tell y'all. I would. I've told y'all everything I know about her.
About her? Well, let's talk about you. Let's go the 6th. This last Thursday. The Thursday before Easter weekend.
Last Thursday.
Okay.
Thursday before Easter weekend.
It's the 6th.
Let me point out, the timeline of Jessie is pretty shaky. The detectives are going to question him heavily about the 6th, which is the Thursday the day before Paula's disappearance, all the way through the Monday after Easter. You're gonna have to listen very carefully to catch Jessie in his lies. He has a gift of gab, and he can sound very convincing.
See her till that Friday.
Where did you sleep then?
Where did I sleep?
Where did you stay the night?
I stayed at home.
Where's home?
Home is in Tatum.
The house with Debbie?
No, I slept in my Suburban because we was into it.
The Suburban that was parked in where it is right now?
Yes.
You didn't drive the Suburban somewhere else?
They can't drive.
Okay. So Thursday the 6th, you stayed the night in your Suburban parked out front?
Yes.
Of the trailer that Debbie was
Yes.
Was Debbie still home?
Yes, Debbie was at home.
And her daughter? was home too?
Yeah, her daughter was home.
Okay. You sleep in your Suburban all night until the morning?
No, I get up early enough to leave so her daughter won't see me, and then I come back. That's how me and Debbie have it, so her daughter won't see me.
So you're trying to avoid her? The daughter?
Trying not to avoid the daughter, yes.
What time do you think you left?
I left about, she catches the bus at 6:30, 6:38, something like that.
School bus?
Yeah. And I leave about 5. I walk down the road, because there's another car down there. I walk down the road, stand there, or if I don't walk down the road, I'll sit in the house next door.
The other
The other mobile home, I'll sit there next door until she's gone.
All right. Do you have to set an alarm to know when you need to be out of the picture?
No.
Or you just got an internal clock, you just know when it is?
I know what time it's up,
All right.
because the porch light will come on. Then we gotta turn the porch light on.
So after your stepdaughter, is she your stepdaughter?
She's my stepdaughter,
Okay.
yes.
So when she gets on the bus and leaves, where do you go after that?
Back to the house.
In the house or to the suburban?
I go back in the house.
Because you don't have any issues with Debbie?
No, we don't have any issues. We're trying to actually work everything out between us. It's her stepdaughters that think they're grown and everything. I'm the one who borrowed money to get them out of jail for that they done in Tatum.
They, as in Debbie and
No,
daughter?
the daughters.
Daughter.
They broke in they broke in another place.
Debbie?
Yeah.
Debbie know that?
Yeah, she knows it. It was before she even got the job. This happened last year.
So Thursday, you're back in the house.
Yeah.
Your daughter's at school. You
Mhm.
just stay. What's your schedule on Thursday?
Thursday, I sit around the house all day, fill that big ass tank up on my trailer with water.
Did you work Thursday?
I was supposed to have some customers come through, but they never came. I stayed there.
Okay.
I stayed right there at the house. And then me and my homeboys, we went hunting later that night.
And name your homeboys for that.
Nathan Cajero, Scott Mendoza,
You're just naming guys for Thursday night. The guys that you went hunting with Thursday night.
that I go hunting with all the time.
It's the same group every time?
Same group every time. It might be 1 or 2 new dudes go. They'll call it, hey, can such and such come? Sure, come on.
Okay.
I go hunting. I go fishing.
When they come to, do they come to your place or you go there?
They come to my house.
To pick you up?
Yeah.
Do you have any working cars over there?
At my house?
On Thursday, did you have any drivable cars?
No, I didn't.
They're all out of, on
The only vehicle that's drivable is my truck, and Debbie was gone in it. Debbie was gone in my truck,
the red one.
the red truck.
She mentioned how
It's messing
you
up
used to go
on
to
me.
the shop or
Yeah,
down.
because me and her had a big argument because she tried to sell it. That's my little brother's truck. That's all I have left of my brother.
The one that was murdered in Tyler
Yeah, Jason.
back in 2012.
I miss my brother.
All right. What time did your buddies come pick you up Thursday to go hunting?
We always leave out around, sometimes we'll leave out early. Sometimes we'll leave about 10:30, 11 o'clock.
At night?
Yeah, won't come back until daylight.
Is daughter home from school at this time?
Yeah, but she was at a friend's.
Is there ever a time where you and daughter are in the same room or the same house?
We're in the same house, yeah.
Just separated?
Yeah, it's just separated. She stays back there in her room, I stay in our room.
So was you home when she came back from school?
Yeah, I was back there in our room.
Okay. All right. And she doesn't have to pass through your room
No,
to get
she
to
when she comes in, this our front door. When she comes in, she go this way, go back there to her room, close the door, goes to sleep. I go in our room, I either lock the door, 9 times out of 10 when I find out she home, I'll leave. I go outside.
Okay. Thursday, specifically Thursday night. When did you leave the house?
I left around about 10.
10 p.m. Thursday night.
Yeah,
And where did you go?
we went hog hunting.
Where?
We went different places.
Name them off to me.
We went out there on 43. We went out here off, what's that, 32, 31, 31? It's down by Martin Lake.
What part of Martin Lake?
Out there off Durgan Road. You know where the Durgan Bridge is, don't you?
Is that
What's
south?
that, 32?
I don't know the number, but I know what you're talking
Yeah, out there. We went out there.
Directional wise, north, south, east, west. What part of Martin Lake is that?
I don't know what part is it. I just know how to get all over Martin Lake.
Durgan Road. What part is that?
Okay, if you're leaving from Henderson, going toward Tatum.
Is that south?
That's south?
Just the south.
South.
Okay.
I don't go by directions like that. Going toward Tatum, you're going to make a right onto Durgan Road.
Okay.
We hunt, go all the way across the Durgan Bridge. That's the last big bridge. We unload right there. Let our dogs out. We sit there. When dogs bail, we're gone.
Who owns these
$100.
properties?
We don't know.
Okay.
But the other properties that we do hunt, like out there off 43, pass over the South Bend River, my friend, he owns that.
Is this one of the friends that hunts with you?
He don't hunt with us.
Okay. Does he hunt at all?
Yeah. He
Hog
shoot,
hunt?
he shoot hogs and stuff out of his yard.
Okay. Just to get him away from the house?
Yeah.
Yes. So 43, Martin Lake. And where else? Thursday night?
Let's see. Out there on 43 Ballinger Road. Out there, our family land out there.
Okay. Your family land?
Yeah, it's our family land.
Which family?
Irvin's, my dad, my uncle, we all own it together. It was inheritance. Let's see. We hunt over there in Longview, Lee Turno Bottom.
You're still talking about Thursday night?
Yeah, but we didn't hunt up there that Thursday. We just hunted down in Tatum Bottom.
When did you come back to your house?
I came back to my house around about, it was beginning to be daylight, about 5:30.
Friday morning?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So sun's coming up. It's Friday morning. You're back at the house.
Uh-huh.
Is daughter still home?
Nope,
She's already gone to school.
they wasn't there that night. My wife and,
Daughter never came to. Oh,
nope, they wasn't there that
Debbie
night.
wasn't either.
Nope, they was gone in the truck. They was up there in ARP.
What's an art?
Her friend.
All right. So you returned from hunting. You got the whole place to yourself. Did anyone stay the night with you?
No, sir.
Home alone.
Home alone.
What did you do Friday?
Friday, I sit around the house, everything. And my buddies. Well, matter of fact, I sit around the house. She called me. Paula called me, asked me what I was up to.
Friday.
Yep, that's the day I got the car, like I've been telling y'all. Friday is the day that she brought the car down to my house.
Okay. Let's back up a bit. You've been up all night. Thursday night. You've been awake early Friday morning. You finally, I'm assuming you stayed awake the entire night you're hunting. You don't ever lay back and lean on the tree and take a nap.
No.
You've been awake all night.
But on the way home, I sit back and I fall asleep and they say, hey, we here, man.
Yeah, put your head on the window and wake up at your house.
And then a lot of times my stuff be right there.
What do you mean?
I just throw my stuff in my flat bottom, but it's full of water. So I haven't been throwing nothing in my flat bottom.
What stuff would you throw in there?
My backpack, my hunting boots,
Okay.
my extra jeans and stuff that I carry with me. Just throw it right there, or I throw it on the porch. Well, a lot of my other stuff is right there on the front porch. I just throw it right there.
So 5:30ish, sun's coming up. Friday morning, you're back at the house.
And hold on, I'm gonna ask Debbie because she said when she come home later that day, that Friday night when she come home, she can tell I've been there because I slept on the couch for a little bit.
Did you stay home all day?
All day until she called, till Paula called me.
You got back Friday morning from hunting, and you stayed home all day till Paula came to the house.
Mm-hmm.
When did Debbie come back?
Debbie came back that Saturday because she had to go to work.
So she didn't come back Friday night either? So you had the whole place to yourself?
Yes, sir.
Again, all day Friday.
Because that Saturday she contacted me and said, you been to the house, have you? I'm like, yeah. She said, well, I got your keys.
This is Debbie talking.
Yeah, Debbie said, well, I got your keys. I'm like, how I'm supposed to get in the house? She said, well, I just don't want them laying around.
What are those keys?
My four-wheeler keys, the keys to my Suburban, keys to my truck, house keys. Those was in my backpack. That was still in that car. Four-wheeler key, all those are my keys.
Okay.
That was in that backpack.
The keys for the Chevy Impala.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few keys on it.
Yeah.
With a little font on that.
Yeah.
The Chevy Impala they're referring to is Paula's vehicle that she supposedly left with Jessie to watch.
Are any of those keys yours? Or are they just keys that should stay on that keychain?
Them the keys, what I was handed 2 fobs, one with a red tag, and one with some keys.
You didn't add any keys to it?
Nope.
Didn't take any away?
Nope.
Okay. All day Friday, you were at the house. What time did Paula come to your house?
I'd say, like I told you, still daylight outside. I'd say still about 7:30, 8 o'clock, somewhere in there. I don't quite remember. It was still daylight outside.
You remember about how high the sun was?
It was just like dusk dark. And then, like I told you, the truck between 2012 2014, blue Chevy, 26-inch rims on it.
How do you know what 26s?
I know 26s.
Just eyeballing?
I know what 26s look like because my cousin, he got some 26s and they the same size and same kind of rim.
This truck, is it beefy like a 2500 or a 1500?
No, it's just a 1500 pickup truck.
It's just big fender flares?
Just regular chrome fenders, all that.
4-door?
Yes, sir. Same thing I've been telling y'all.
Bed cover?
I don't know about the bed cover.
Turtle shell?
What's the fuck is a turtle shell?
It's like a cover that you can put on the back of your truck, like a like Suburban.
Oh no, we wasn't nothing like that. But like I said right there, and I've been telling y'all, when he yelled at me, what day? Today is Friday. When he yelled at me Wednesday, when y'all come down there Wednesday, and he yelled at me.
You're wrong.
Yeah, I understand we were yelling, but what pissed me off is when he went to yelling at me first.
It's been 2 days since Jessie and Detective Freeman had their little spat, but you can clearly see that Jessie is still bothered by that confrontation. It will be interesting to see how this plays out during the rest of this interrogation. Notice, Freeman is allowing Detective Chamberlain to handle most of the early questioning.
When I was just talking calm, cool, and collect to y'all. Okay, like I told him, the dude name is Corey Smith. When I find out where he resides at, trust me, I'm going to let y'all know so y'all can get this off of me. I don't have time for it. I got a business myself that I do run. I pressure wash cars, I detail houses, I do all that stuff. Sidewalks, all that stuff. All these people up here at the jail, damn, Jessie, we ain't seen you in so long. We ain't seen you in so long. You doing good for yourself. You ain't been in no trouble. Yeah, I used to get in trouble a lot. This man can tell you I used to be in trouble. Every time he turns around, I was in the radar. I didn't even remember his name because that's how long it's been since I seen him, right or wrong. I don't go out looking for trouble, getting in trouble, or trying to get in.
Let's go back to your timeline. Friday. Paula gets to the house. How long was she there for?
She was there for about maybe 15, 20 minutes, and they left.
This Corey guy arrives at the same time Paula?
They was behind each other.
And they left at the same time?
Okay, anytime Paula comes out there, that ain't just the second time she done been in my house. When they come, she gonna come up, come all the way around. You know where my flat bottom boat is at? And gonna park right there. Park right there where my flat bottom boat is at. But this time she pulled in where my truck normally, where David normally have my truck pulled in there. She pulled in right there, he pulled in out there. And he stopped. He rolled the window down and said, "We're on a timeline, hurry up." That's when Paula wrote me a check, dated it for the 10th.
Is he talking to you or to Paula?
Talking to Paula because he wasn't talking to me.
Okay.
He wrote me the check.
He?
No, she. I meant she.
Right.
She wrote me the check. write down. I'm misunderstood. Paula wrote me a check and dated it for the 10th. Said this is for dog foods and whatever else you need. And gave me $200 in cash. Gave me $200 in cash. I'm like, all right. My buddy and them, they call me, are we going to hunt tonight? I'm like, yeah, we're going to hunt. We're going to hunt. He like, where are we going to meet at? I said, I'll meet y'all in Henderson. I got my friend's car. Met him right out here at Walmart. Because I bought a headlight. The package is still in the car. I bought a headlight and put gas in that car.
Cash?
Cash, paid cash for it.
The cash that Paula gave you?
Yeah. But I already had money on me anyway, too. I had like maybe $160, $170 myself.
And this is Friday night.
Yeah. Did that. We went and got Taco Bell
In Henderson.
in Henderson. We left, went back to Tatum. Come back to Tatum and went home.
At which properties?
We hit several properties.
The same properties?
Same properties. We hit several of them.
Okay. Did you go to any new ones than what you did the night before?
Did we go any new ones? We went to one new spot.
What were the tasks that Paula wanted you to take care of?
Take her her dog, feed her dog, look after her house.
And she lives in Tyler.
Yeah. I only went over there one time.
When was this?
That was on that following Monday.
So the
The
10th?
same day I talked to him.
10th?
Yeah.
Yeah, same day I talked to him.
When would you say you got there?
I made it there around about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, somewhere in there. I know it was in the afternoon. I went over there, let the dog outside, use the bathroom, all that. Filled up a big ass pan. Instead of a little bowl, I say little bowl, probably about that big around. Instead of filling that up with water, I filled the dog food pan up full of water. Filled the other little thing up full of water. And then there was a big ass pan. I filled it up completely. One of her pots, I filled it up all the way up with water. Let the dog eat, took her outside, brought her back in, shut the door. Left. Coming back to the house.
It's back up. Friday.
Then we got back together, we went back hunting.
When you went to Paul's place Monday afternoon, how long were you there?
Probably about 10, 12 minutes, 20 minutes at the most. I wasn't there long. I fed and watered the dog, that's it.
Did you talk to anybody
No.
on the complex at all?
No.
Talk? Did you see anybody?
I know my little friend, little partner, Rail, Kale, he lives over there. I didn't even see him out.
Okay. Did you lock the apartment on your way out?
Yes, I did.
With a key?
With a key. Yes, I did. But like I say, I don't know where she went, where she at, none of that. I have no reason to lie to you.
While Detective Chamberlain is leaning forward and writing, Jessie sees a picture of Paula in Detective Chamberlain's binder, and he makes a statement that will come back to haunt him. You'll hear this, and I'll explain later in the video.
Once you got to Zavala 2.
That's my necklace she got on.
This one?
Yep.
When did you give her that?
I gave her that. I gave her that last year.
Where was this picture taken?
On her porch.
At the apartment?
Yep.
Where's this plant?
Them little ivy plants. Well, that's when she was in White House over there at that other house. The ones I told you about she house seated for. That's where that was taken at.
This isn't her apartment.
Well, I know that right there. I know that necklace. I gave it to her.
Okay. So Tuesday at noonish, you left for Zavala. How long did you stay there?
Tuesday, Wednesday, the day I got arrested.
So you stayed there the rest of the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't go nowhere. Went to pick Caitlin up from work early that day.
Earlier, we saw Jessie take a little bit of a shot at Detective Freeman. It didn't quite get any kind of reaction, but he's going to try it again.
Anything you want to yell at me about Freeman?
No, I'm not gonna yell today, man. I'm too tired.
We'll check back in to our Jessie versus Detective Freeman matchup later.
Hey, tell me why that check that Paula gave you, why is it post-dated for the 10th?
She said that's when her money got hit.
I've got a problem, Jesse.
What is it?
So I've got your phone.
Okay.
I've got your cell phone data, your location data, which shows you at Paula's apartment for most of the day. Thursday? Yeah.
I want it at her apartment.
Friday.
Friday.
Most
of the day Friday.
Yeah. Your phone at her apartment. Most of the day Friday.
Most of the day Friday I was at her apartment. I was in Tyler some Friday, but I wasn't at her apartment. I told you my friend lives upstairs. So I wasn't at her apartment. You can go dust that and the only fingerprints you're going to see of mine is on that dog food. Yeah, on her dog food. Dog food in the door.
But you tell me you don't go to Paula's apartment till Monday at 2:30 to take care of the dog.
Yeah.
And that was your second time to ever be there. The first time was back in April, March.
Yeah, I went over there in March. But I didn't go back after she gave me that car. I'm telling you the truth. After she gave me that f***ing car, left that car with me, I didn't go back over there till that Monday and feed that dog. I'm telling you the truth on that.
Who did you visit then? Friday.
Kale.
Who's Kale?
When you come in her breezeway to walk back there.
This is her building, 11?
Her building.
Yep.
Okay. Back here's the cars.
Right.
You got to walk all the way through the breezeway, and Paula's right there on the right, and this other girl stay right there. Old school stay right up there at the top. And then when you go right over here, go back through the breezeway, that first one at the top up there. It's a young dude up there that know my whole family. Sit over with him, smoke Black and Miles and some cigarettes with him. Because I took him to Swan.
To do what?
I took him out to his dad in them house.
Now, see, this is where you could say to Jessie, you know you done effed up. The story he gives about being over at Paula's apartment building on Friday because of a guy named Kale, it would make sense, at least if he hadn't said these statements earlier.
On Thursday, did you have any drivable cars?
No, I didn't.
They're all out of...
The only vehicle that's drivable is my truck, and Debbie was gone in it. Debbie was gone in my truck.
The red one.
The red truck.
So sun's coming up. It's Friday morning. You're back at the house. Is daughter still home?
Nope.
She's already gone to school.
They wasn't there that night. My wife and...
Daughter never came back. Oh.
Nope, they wasn't there.
Debbie wasn't either.
Nope, they was gone in the truck. They was up there in ARP.
You got back Friday morning from hunting, and you stayed home all day till Paula came to the house. When did Debbie come back?
Debbie came back that Saturday because she had to go to work.
So she didn't come back Friday night either? So you had the whole place to yourself?
Yes, sir.
Again, all day Friday.
So the logical question for Jessie, if Debbie and her daughter were gone in the truck from midday Thursday all the way until Saturday, how did you go to Kale's on Friday and take him in your truck to purchase weed?
What's Kale's name?
That's what we know about Kale.
That's a nickname?
Yeah, we went out there and he got some weed so he can smoke some weed.
Describe Kale for me.
He's short, heavy set. He do a lot of music and all that.
How old is he?
He's about 24, 25, maybe 26.
How much would you say he weighs?
I say probably 240, 250.
How tall is he?
Probably about 5'9", 5'9", 5'10", somewhere in there.
Black guy?
Black guy.
Any tattoos?
I don't know.
Facial hair?
He got a little bit of peach fuzz.
All over his chin?
No, just a little bit of peach fuzz.
On his chin?
Yeah.
How's his hair?
His hair is cut short, kind of like mine.
So he still has a good hairline?
Yeah,
Is he from Tyler?
yeah. Like I told you.
What does Kale drive?
His girlfriend drive. He don't drive nothing. His girlfriend drive like a blue little Kia or something like that.
You sure?
Yeah, it's a blue car.
What's his girlfriend's name?
I don't know her name. I don't talk to her.
She lives there?
Yeah,
Kale lives there?
yeah.
Is he in your phone?
He should be.
What would he be labeled as?
Kale.
With a K?
Mm-hmm.
He's in your contacts as Kale?
Kale.
K-A-L?
Yeah, K-A-L.
Okay. Alright.
It's gonna be Kale.
Did
It's
he
the
know
only
you
Kale
was-
that's in there.
Would he know that you're coming Friday?
That I was coming over there Friday?
No.
Yeah, he knew I was gonna be there.
How? Did you call him?
Yeah.
So there'll be a call history of you calling Kale Friday.
Shaky.
What time you say?
I made it over there like I told you. That day I was already in Tyler at my mom's. That's when I was in my pickup truck. And I went over there. So I went over there around about 10, maybe 10-ish, somewhere in there.
In the morning?
Took him to get some weed and shit.
In the morning? Yeah. Did you go to Kale's first and then your mother's?
And I went to my mom's first.
Did you go from Tatum to Tyler?
Straight to Tyler.
From the trailer, your house on...
From the trailer to my house.
Okay. To your mother's?
Yeah.
And then to Kale's?
Yeah.
When you're at Kale's place on Friday, do you know Paula was home?
I have no idea.
You never wanted to say, hey?
I had no idea.
Did you know what she drove at that time? Did you know what kind of car she had on Friday?
Yeah, I met her out in White House at the same when we had that party last year.
Do you remember if that car was in the parking lot when you went to visit Kale?
No, sir, I didn't see it. She must have been at work then. Because that car, she normally parked right there in front of where Kale parks at.
You know what kind of hours she has at her job?
Don't know what time she get out.
Daytime or overnight?
All I know, sometimes she called me like 5, 6 in the afternoon, text me, hey. I text back, hey. We text back to each other, hey, you're it, tag, you're it.
How come when I look at your location data, I don't ever see you up by Tiger Creek where you told us that you were at? And you stood aside.
We was up there at Tiger Creek, by Tiger Creek. Yes, we were. Yes, we were.
So when we talked to you on the phone, and
I can take y'all up there and take y'all straight down the path we go. That ain't no fucking problem. I can take y'all straight up there. That ain't a problem. I can take you to any place around here we hunt. That ain't a problem.
did deputies ever call you? West County deputy or
Yeah.
constable?
Yeah.
When?
The day they come out and looked at that car. The same day I talked to him.
They call you or they talk to you in person?
They called me over the phone.
What y'all talk about?
Talked about the car and everything. And he said, all right, somebody from Smith County want to contact you and everything. At the end of the day, he called me and everything. Well, no, it was you that called me. When Matt Allison called me. Matt Allison ain't never bullshitted me, and I ain't never bullshitted Matt Allison. And Matt Allison can tell you that. I've been straight up with him.
the constable?
Yeah. Matt Allison knows me. He know I don't do stupid shit.
Where were you at when he called you?
I was up there in Zavala when I talked to Matt.
How did you get there?
I drove that car up there. Matter of fact, I talked to Matt, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. It was Tuesday.
So when the constable called you, that's the first time that you started to realize that law enforcement was looking for this car?
Yeah, I wasn't running. I wasn't trying to hide it. I wasn't running or hiding it. Matter of fact, I got pulled over in that fucking car. I got pulled over coming off 259 to 59. Right there at Nacogdoches. Got pulled over right there, coming off.
Constable comes to your house, sees the Impala in the driveway.
Wasn't there when Matt came to my house. It was some sergeant from the Rusk County Sheriff. That's who called me.
So this constable, did he call you as well?
He called me as well, yes.
Is that the time when we were getting connected?
Yeah, he said, because he was telling me about all this value, you value your freedom, your life, and all that. You'll talk to him. And I think that's when I talked to you.
Okay. So when he called you and the car is at the house, where were you at?
Where was I at? Standing right there on the porch in front of the car while he was talking to me. I know that's how y'all found me, because of my phone. I don't have no reason to turn my location off. I wasn't running from y'all.
So did you tell that constable a new phone number to reach Paula?
I don't remember.
Because Paula, she surrendered her phone to you, right?
Surrendered her phone to me.
When she came by your house with Corey on whatever day.
I never said she gave me her phone. I said she can transfer her calls and stuff into my phone where I can answer them for her.
So the only thing
that's
she
called
gave you
call forwarding.
Was a set of keys for the car, which had her apartment keys on it.
A check and $200 cash.
And the car.
In the car. That's all she left with me. And they got in the truck. Instead of going back to the right, back toward Henderson, they went on 1797, they went back toward Tatum. That's it. That's the last time I seen her, going back toward Tatum. Didn't follow her, didn't do none of that.
Okay. Where did this other number come up with? We got in touch with another number to reach Paula.
Okay, that's the number. That's the number that she can call forward to my phone. She can call forward that number to my phone.
The 903, do you know the rest?
No, sir. I just know whenever she called forward it to my phone.
Would you know it if you heard it? The phone number? Or read it off to you?
No, because I don't look at it that way. I go by names in my phone. And the only reason why I answered y'all phone call is because it's a City of Tyler.
And that was a conference call initiated by the constable.
Yep, it says City of Tyler, which when he clicked us over together, I lost signal with you.
Right.
And I called you right back.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I knew who to call. Because it popped up in my caller ID. City of Tyler.
I have, you say Corey Smith. How would you spell Corey?
I would spell it C-O-R-Y. That's the only way I know how to spell it. I don't know if it's spelled K-O-R-Y, but I've always spelled Corey C-O-R-Y. I don't.
When we process Paula's car, am I going to find Paula's blood in that car?
Only blood you're going to find is how them hunting clothes.
How about on that big old knife? Sticking out of your bag. Is Paula's DNA going to be on that knife?
No, sir.
You positive?
Positive. 100% positive.
Say with confidence.
Because if you seen my hog video, my hog pictures, you seen that same knife in them pictures.
Doesn't mean you never clean it.
I don't clean it. That knife ain't never been wiped a day in his life.
Seasoned with hot blood.
Ain't never been wiped. The only thing that knife done had is sharpening, and that's it. That knife was custom made for me by a friend up there in Fort Smith, Arkansas. When I won nationals up there a few years ago, he custom made that knife for me.
Describe your relationship with Paula.
Just friends, like brother, sister.
You ever had sex with her?
Nope. Ew. Hell no.
She ever had any kind of sexual conduct with you?
No.
You never paid her for sex?
Hell no.
She ever offered?
No. That's gross.
She ever made an advancement on you?
No, sir. That is gross.
She ever indicated to you, hey, let's hook up?
No, sir. No. We talked on a friend basis. That's it. And she knew I had a wife.
She does know about Debbie?
Yes, she knew I had a wife. But Debbie didn't like the fact that I had female friends.
Are these female friends with
Because, okay, Jacqueline, the one that lives up in Waco,
the one that pays for your phone bill?
I pay her to pay my phone bill. She said I don't send her money, but I do give her money. Okay, Jacqueline, take her for instance. Me and Jacqueline, we met. It was before Debbie. We messed around like 2 or 3 times. We went our separate ways because she was still stuck on her ex. Well, her and her ex break up, and then Jacqueline wanted to get back with me, and I said, no, I'm with my wife. Well, she go out her way. She get her cousin that stays up in Oklahoma, Lisa, and Jacqueline, well, they get in touch with Debbie through Facebook Messenger. They started saying this, saying that, saying that. That's one of the reasons why me and my wife got into it. Then she stopped listening to him. We was good and everything. Every time I went out hunting, Debbie, she don't just dial my number. She FaceTime me to see what I'm doing. Where are you at? Turn the camera around.
That's because she doesn't trust you? She thinks
Because these females calling and telling her that. I show her where I'm at and everything. That's it. She like, all right, how long it'll be before you get home? I tell her how long it'll be before I get home. And then I told her, I'm like, why do you call me every time I'm out? Seeing where I'm at or seeing how long it's going to be before I get home. Who the hell you got coming to the house?
How about the projection from a cheater?
So we just had that back and forth between each other.
You believe Paula's still alive?
Yes, sir.
What makes you think that?
I just know she is. She's too strong of a woman. Thing about Paula that I do know, she knew how to fight. She knew how to protect herself. That she did.
Would it shock you if she's
And I'm
dead?
Yeah, it would. And then I'm going to tell you something else that Paula kept on her. Paula kept her knife on her at all times.
Folding pocket knife?
No,
A fixed blade?
switchblade.
Okay.
She kept that on her at all times, and I know.
Why would she need a knife?
I don't know, she just kept her knife on her.
Okay.
Because she told me one day, she said, I'm always protected.
She showed it to you?
Yeah.
Where does she keep it?
She keep it right here.
Tucked in a pocket or on
Right
a belt
here.
clip?
It's like a clip, it's right there.
Okay. On the right side.
On the right side, she kept it there.
Okay. She ever show it on?
No. You wouldn't even know she had it if you wasn't looking.
Okay.
Now, this is what I've been waiting for. My boy Detective Freeman is going to take the baton and bring this baby home. He's been quiet this whole time. He is going to butter Jessie up and then hit him with the good old 1-2.
You got anything?
Yeah. First of all, Jesse, I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have yelled at you the other day.
Yes, sir.
I was tired and moody and just kind of in a pissy mood, so I apologize for that.
Yes, sir.
I took that out on you and I probably shouldn't have. So,
One thing about me, Freeman, how can I put it? If I've done something wrong, you can ask my dad, my mom, any of my family. I would tell them myself.
and I respect that.
You know,
I respect that.
When I sit there and look you in the eye, man to man, and tell you, I don't know what Paula is. I really don't.
Okay.
I really don't.
Like you, Jesse.
I understand that I'm in a bad position because I got her vehicle.
Hang on, just a second, Jesse. Okay. Like you, I'm man enough to admit my faults. Okay,
And I apologize too.
That's why I'm apologizing to you for yelling at you. Okay. It's been a really long week for me. I put in a lot of hours of overtime working on this one case.
Yes, sir.
Detective Chamberlain over there kind of he started to touch on this a little while ago. You know, these things, Jesse, are amazing tools. You know, I mean, they're awesome, right?
I know. I wasn't trying to hide nothing.
If you're sitting like right now, if we were to get my cell phone records, it's going to show me
everywhere you've been.
Sitting right here, right?
Yeah.
That's what it does. That's how accurate.
Long as you're moving and everything, it puts you exactly. And when you stop, like I say, like
what
I told
we're doing, Jesse, is when we look at your cell phone, okay, and we look at Paula's cell phone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There's a lot of similarities. Okay. Now I'm going to go back over something with you.
Okay.
Okay. When we started talking earlier, okay, we were talking about how on April 6th you were sleeping in your Suburban. Okay. You left that evening to go hunt.
Yes,
Ballinger Road, some family land, that sort of thing, right?
Yes, sir.
You said Saturday, Friday, April 7th. You sat around the house. Okay. You said you stayed home all day
until I went home.
Until Paula called. Okay.
Yeah.
So you said I was home all day.
Yeah, until she called me.
Okay.
Her car, and that wasn't Saturday.
Okay.
That was Friday. She brought her car to me, and I told y'all that. I've been telling y'all that.
Hang on, just hang on. Bear with me for a minute.
Yes, sir.
All right. I just want you to listen to me for a minute. Okay. All right. So Friday, you sat around the house all day till you heard from Paula.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you said Paula came out there later on, stayed 15, 20 minutes, was with Corey Smith.
Yes, sir.
In his blue truck.
Yes, sir.
They left. They were heading towards Tatum.
Yes, sir.
And then you went hunting that night. Okay. Just a little while ago, Detective Chamberlain said that the morning, that Friday, April 7th, your phone is at 4400 Biloxi. That morning.
That morning.
Yeah. And then you said, oh yeah, no, I was with Kale. Kale, or yeah, whatever his name is. Kale. Okay. But earlier when we were going over your timeline, you never mentioned the fact that you were in Tyler. You said, nope, I was at the house all day.
I forgot about Kale. I'm sorry.
So we skipped.
I'm tired too.
Okay. Hang on.
I'm tired of being bothered by this stuff.
Okay. All right. Bear with me for a minute. Okay. So you sat around, you talked to Kale for a while, y'all smoked cigarettes, you go with Kale up to Swan.
I smoke cigarettes, he smokes marijuana.
Okay. But you went with him up there to Swan.
I took him to Swan.
He gets some weed.
Yep.
Comes back, he smokes weed, you're still smoking cigarettes.
Yep.
You're hanging out, and then you leave.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That night, you go hog hunting.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, when I'm looking at your cell phone records, and I'm looking at Paula's cell phone records, guess what those records tell me?
Yes, sir.
Those records show both you and Paula leaving at the exact same time from 4400 Biloxi.
Friday, at the same time.
Traveling down Spur 248 where you hit Highway 64.
Yes, sir.
And then you venture out going east on Highway 64 before you start doing some roundabout little areas way out in the country. Guess whose phone was with you the entire time, Jesse?
I know she got another phone that's in the car.
Okay, Paula's phone was with you.
It's another phone right there in the console.
Okay.
She had another phone right there in the console. I'm pretty sure y'all got it.
So if Paula came to your house at 7:30 or 8, dropped this car off, stayed 15, 20 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Guess where you were not at, according to your cell phone? You were not at your house at 7:30 or 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I was at home.
I'm sorry, I take that back. Paula, if you were with Paula, she's traveling down Highway 64.
She wasn't with me. She wasn't with me.
Were you running beside her car, or were you?
It was dark, getting dark. But I know coming down 64 right before you get into Henderson. What's the name of that school? What's the name of the school that got blowed up? New London School. They had a down power line. And I was telling a bunch of cars, if y'all follow me, I can get y'all around all this. And I went all the way around that and went to my house. Because when I come around, cross over the loop, come down Highway 64.
Jesse, you know how long I've been an officer?
Probably a pretty long time, and I'm not lying to you.
22 years.
You think I'm lying to you about this? I've been dealing with cops that long.
All right, let's do it. Okay. 22 years I've been doing this job. 22 years between Dallas, PD, and Tyler.
Okay.
Okay. So, 22 years I've been doing this. Your story has changed multiple times. You've told different people different stories.
I told different people different stories. What you mean different people? Y'all the only ones I really done talk to.
Okay. Do you think that we didn't go talk to Debbie?
Okay.
Okay, we went to talk to Debbie.
That's my wife.
So what does Debbie tell us about that car that you showed us?
She don't know nothing about it.
Debbie says that you said, no, your buddy Nathan's trying to sell you that car.
Nathan's not trying to sell me that car.
Okay. That's what Debbie told us.
I'm gonna tell you what Debbie gonna do. Debbie gonna do anything to get it off of her. Because she's been to prison before.
Well, what reason does Debbie have to make stuff up?
She's already mad at me.
Okay, so you think it's like the woman scorn thing? She's just mad at you trying to get you in trouble?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
she even went to the extent to say she'll call my probation officer.
Your cousin, what's your cousin's name?
Alan.
Alan Reedy?
Yeah.
Alan says that you told him that Paula's on her way to California, but you told somebody else Paula's on her way to Mexico. Let me tell you another couple of interesting facts. I think about the best way to put this. Actually, I'm going to back it. What's the worst thing you've ever been arrested for? Worst thing you've ever been arrested for?
I haven't been arrested for really nothing worse.
Okay.
I just have petty thefts here and there.
Okay, so like some small things.
Yeah.
All misdemeanor stuff?
I've had a few felonies here and there.
Okay, what was that for? What were the felonies for?
I had a burglary of a habitation, possession of a firearm, unlawfully carrying a firearm, and that was the first time on probation. Didn't know I couldn't have a firearm while I was on probation, so I had a firearm. I've never had nothing major. That should tell you that I really don't get in trouble.
Okay. What we're looking at right now, Jesse, because I believe Paul's dead. And the issue that I have with that, Jesse, is the fact that I'm going to end up proving that she's dead. And when she is, whoever killed her is going to be looking at a charge of capital murder.
Okay.
Do you know how capital murder is punished?
By death or something like that?
One of two ways. Life without parole, or they put you on the green, they put a needle in your arm, and you just go to sleep and die.
Okay,
That's
I'm
the
telling
only
you all
two
the
ways.
truth.
Okay.
I don't know where she's at.
I've talked to Debbie's mother.
Debbie's mom.
I'm sorry. Paula's mother.
Okay.
Talked to Paula's boss. Talked to Paula's son. I've talked to so many people that know Paula.
Okay.
You know what they've all said about her disappearing?
What?
Completely out of character for Paula. Paula was about to get a promotion at work she was working for. That computer bag you saw sitting on her bed, that was from work, because she was learning how to do the books, keep the books, get employees paid, do recruiting, all that, because she's fixing to get a big promotion.
I just want to feed the dog, man.
Hang on. Okay. Hang on. All right, let's talk about the dog. You went over there Monday to feed the dog.
Yeah.
Okay, what's happened to the dog since then?
Guess the dog ain't been fed since then because I've been in here.
Okay.
But I left enough food out for the dog.
Everybody we've talked to said the longest Debbie's ever been gone is a day, and then she comes back. And that's to go see her son in Lake Charles when he comes back. The really strange thing is that Friday evening, around 10 or so, her boss gets this really strange text message from Paula's phone. It doesn't sound like Paula. It's not worded the way Paula would word things, and I know because I've seen them.
Okay.
And when I see every other text message Paula ever sent to her boss,
okay,
this one is completely out of the ordinary. Almost like someone else is sending these texts for Paula.
Okay.
They make this elaborate story of it. Paula's got to leave and doesn't know when she's going to be back. Which is really strange because Paula had committed to going to an Easter event Sunday where she was going to make this really fantastic corn something or other she made. Some dish everybody loved.
She was going to make a corn dip.
She was super, maybe that's
because when we was talking on the phone, she was talking to me about Easter.
Okay. She committed to this, was excited about going.
Did I want to come and hang out with them for Easter?
Hang on. She said, yes, and as a matter of fact, I'll have my son with me. I'll bring my son back to Tyler. She's going to go get him from Lake Charles, bring him back. Mm-hmm. Okay? She never made it to Lake Charles. Never made it to Lake Charles.
Okay.
A little while ago, you said something real interesting. You said Lafayette. Mm-hmm. Why that's interesting to me is because that message that got sent from Paula's from Paula's phone to her boss said something about, got to go to Lafayette. There was a shootout. Got to go make sure my son's okay.
Oh, she told me. She said, I'm going down between Lafayette, Alexandria. Hey.
Because everybody else you talked to was Lake Charles. It wasn't Lafayette. Both start with X.
I don't know.
Okay?
I don't know.
The other interesting thing, Jessie said, you and her phone, side by side, all night long. In fact, the last time we stopped getting anything from Paula's phone was on the 12th. Nothing else from her phone.
On the 12th. What's today's date? The 14th?
The other fascinating thing, Jessie,
and today
is...
14th?
Today's 14th. The other fascinating thing, Jessie...
So Wednesday was the 12th?
Just...
I got arrested Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah.
If the messages from Paula's phone stopped after you got arrested, that's not helping you.
The other fascinating thing is this alternate number that was given where we could reach Paula.
Yeah.
Every time we call that number, there's no answer, right? So Detective Chamberlain over here, he sends some text to that number.
Okay.
We get some replies back from that number.
Okay.
So, we do a little research on that number. We don't have to have a phone to look at records, right? Yeah. We can go straight to the phone company and they give us all kinds of stuff. Okay. It's amazing how it works.
Okay.
Phone company comes back and says, hey, by the way, that number that you guys were texting belongs to an app. It's like it's not text now, but it's something similar. Okay. Well, basically, I could get my phone, I could download this app, and then I could text Detective Chamberlain, and it's going to come across as a different number. Okay. And guess whose phone that texting number comes back to? Comes back to your phone, Jason. Okay. So every time we would get a message back, it wasn't Paula texting us back. It was you texting.
It wasn't me texting, okay?
Who was it?
It wasn't me texting.
Who was it?
I know for a fact it wasn't me texting.
Okay. Then who was it? Because it came from your phone.
To keep Caitlin out of trouble, Caitlin talked to Paula also.
Okay. Jesse.
Hold on. Listen to me.
Okay. All right. Explain. I'll let you explain this.
Caitlin talked to Paula. Caitlin had a texting app on her phone too. I gave Caitlin a number of communicating because Caitlin wanted to know what was going on. Okay, so she come in and talked to me. She said, I'm not going to do it. What she want me to do. I'm like, all right. I'll leave it at that. That's how that went.
So when I call Caitlin, what's Caitlin doing? Tell me, Jesse.
Right now, Caitlin's probably scared out of her ass and ain't going to say anything. Okay. And say she did it.
It's funny, Jesse, that every time you put this back on someone else. I said,
I'm not putting it back on no one. But I am telling you the truth. I don't know where she's at.
Earlier you said, well, Debbie's going to say whatever to get me in trouble. And they're saying, well, Caitlin's probably scared she's not going to say anything. It's amazing that all these people...
Wait a minute. Look how many laws came in front of Caitlin. Caitlin ain't never done nothing with like that.
That's perfectly fine.
She's like 20-some years old and ain't never done with a bunch of laws like that at her house.
Jesse, the facts of this are you and Paula were together.
Okay. I don't know where she's at.
We have not heard from Paula since you were together, and her phone goes back to your house that night.
Goes back to my house?
Her phone goes back to your house that night.
I wasn't there that night.
It goes back to your house, and then it travels with you all over the place. I'm watching it on a map, Jesse.
All over the place. You go up to Martin Lake. We was going different spots, hun.
Where else did we go?
Me and my friends was together.
Was Paula with you?
No.
Did Paula go with you to these hunts?
No.
Or her phone went with you, Jesse?
I don't know where her phone is at. I don't.
It was with you.
How?
Jesse,
how was it with me?
Listen to me, Jesse. These walls are closing in, buddy.
Okay.
These walls are closing in, Jesse.
Okay. I'm telling you the truth.
The best thing,
and I'll be glad when I get up out of here so I can prove y'all I didn't do nothing, or I don't know where she's at, because I'm going to go find Corey for you.
Jesse, the best thing you could do for us right now, the best thing you could, not just for us, okay? Let's talk about self-preservation. The best thing you could do for yourself right now, stop the lies.
Chamberlain, I'm not lying to you, dude.
And tell us
I'm not.
About Paula.
I'm not. But I do know she left with Corey.
Remember how I said the other day?
I understand what you're saying about the chupacabra and all that. And I tell you this. She had 2 red suitcases with her. 2 red suitcases.
I remember. You said you bought
She got 3 suitcases.
And you gave her 2.
One of them is that tall. One of them is this tall, and the other one's about like that.
Jesse, the thing I can't understand
the suitcase that's in the back of that car with my clothes, my blanket and all that's in there, that's my suitcase with my stuff in it.
The thing I can't understand, Jesse, is why Paula.
What are you talking about, dude?
Was Paula gonna go to Debbie and say, hey, look?
I wouldn't care if Paula went to Debbie or anything. I don't know where she's at. So quit trying to sit there and say I know where she's at, man. Because I don't. No, I don't.
You know where she's at.
No, I don't. On my dead brother's grave, I don't know where she's at.
And what's sad, Jesse, is her mother, her elderly mother, sitting in San Antonio, calling me every day crying. Going,
I don't know where she's at.
Worried about Paula. I feel like something terrible has happened to my daughter. Her friend that reported her missing said, I feel like something terrible has happened to Paula.
I don't know where she is. Have y'all checked with her friend?
I feel something terrible.
Have y'all checked with her friend, Chamberlain? She's reporting her missing.
Somebody's got to report her missing.
If I would have known she was missing, I would have reported her. For real. I don't have no reason to fucking lie to you.
You remember what I said just the other day when I said you were the last one to have seen Paula?
Yeah, you saying I'm the last one who's seen Paula, the last one with Paula and everything, but Paula wasn't with me.
Paula's cell phone was with you, Jesse. Those records don't
lie. I don't know where it's at. Look in that car somewhere. It might be in there.
Those records don't lie, Jesse.
Look in that car. I don't know where she's at. If you look at all the places I've been, I went hog hunting.
I have no doubt you've been hog hunting.
I've been hog hunting. And I'm pretty sure y'all done went talk to Nathan them too. Ask them where I've been.
Paula's phone followed you out of the city of Tyler on the 7th of April.
Followed me out of the city of Tyler.
The 7th of April. That was Friday.
I was in...
Remember when you forgot to tell us you were at your buddy Kale's
apartment? But she didn't follow me home. Unless she come down there behind me and I didn't know she was behind me. I don't know where Paula's at.
Y'all leave at the exact same time?
I don't know where Paula's at.
Because according to that cell phone data, you left the exact same time and began to travel.
I don't know where she's at. And what time it say we split up from each other?
This may be the only opportunity, Jesse, you have to be cooperative.
I'm being cooperative to you. I don't know where Paula's at, man.
Because chances are this case will be tried in Smith County.
Okay,
when it's all said and done.
Okay.
Smith County, Texas.
Okay.
Not Russ County, not Panola County.
Okay.
Smith County.
I don't know where she's at. I don't.
All of these lies you said, guess what? We're going to go talk to Caitlin.
Go talk to Caitlin. Go talk to everybody you want to.
And I know what Caitlin's going to tell me. Caitlin's going to say, I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
Go talk to Caitlin. Go talk to Debbie. Go talk to Nathan them. Go talk to Nathan them. The boys that I run with on an every night basis. And haul them with.
Going to tell me.
And see if I had any other phone or anything with me. Or was anybody else with me.
You're not going to tell them you had her phone.
Who? They seen me get dressed right there.
So you're not going to tell your buddies that you have Paula's phone.
Nathan them done rode with me. Other people done rode in the car with me.
Jesse, Paula's not coming home. Paula's not going to come home. Her bills aren't going to get paid. Her stuff's going to get thrown out on the street. Her family's never going to see her again. And you're the one guy in this room that can fix that and bring them closure.
I don't know where she's at.
You're not being honest with me.
Okay.
You're not being honest with me.
Okay. I'm being honest as all outdoors. I don't know where she's at.
You haven't been honest very much at all.
Okay.
Every time we've questioned you, something's changed.
Okay, I don't know where she's at,
we keep adding little bits and pieces to stories when we say, oh, well, hang on, because, you know.
Because I'm fucking nervous because I'm studying getting questioned. You know, I do have ADHD.
I gotta do is tell me the truth, Jesse.
I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth.
No,
I'm telling you the truth, Chamberlain. You've been knowing me for years. I'm telling you the truth. I don't know where this woman is. I don't. If I did, I would tell you so they can leave me the fuck alone. I don't. It's on my dead brother, my dead grandmother, my dead child. I don't know where this woman is.
If you don't know the exact location, where do you think she might be?
Down around Louisiana somewhere. They even said they was going out toward Mexico. I don't know if down south Mexico, New Mexico, what. But I did know and did see her with passports.
Jesse, the Corey Smith that you described us, trust me, we've checked.
Yeah.
Does not exist in the form that you described.
Okay. Okay. There's a lot of people that y'all never ran across or never met or anything like that. But I'm lying about Corey.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You are.
Thanks for calling me a liar to my face.
Call it like it is, Jesse. You're not being truthful.
And I'm calling it like it is. I'm being truthful. I don't know where she at. Because best believe me. Best believe me.
I would like to.
You can ask my dad, my aunt, you can ask anybody.
Too many holes in the story.
You can ask anybody that knows me. If I've done something wrong, that's one thing about me. I will tell on myself.
If you murdered somebody? You telling yourself if you murdered somebody, Jesse?
If I've done anything wrong in my life, I would tell on myself.
You telling yourself if you murdered somebody?
I haven't done no shit like that, so don't even try to put that on me, sir.
You just told me a minute ago. You're the kind of person that would own up to it.
If I murdered somebody, I'll say I did it. But if I haven't murdered nobody, I haven't murdered nobody. I don't know where Paula is. I don't. So you trying to stick me with bullshit after bullshit after bullshit.
All right, I want you to remember, this is Friday, April 14th.
April 14th?
2023.
Okay.
5:40 p.m.
Okay.
I gave you your last opportunity to be cooperative.
I've been cooperative with you.
Okay. Once I walk out of here, Jesse, there's nothing else I can do for you, buddy.
Okay, I've been cooperative with you.
There's nothing else I can do for you one-on-one.
I've been cooperative with you.
I'll tell you what I will do, Jesse. I'll give you this card here. So I want you to sit and think about what capital murder means for a while. And when you decide you're ready to talk, you call that number. Bottom of that card.
And when I find this dude, you want me to bring him to you and call him while I'm standing right there with him? So you can come talk to him?
You find the Corey Smith that you claim exists?
I will.
I'll be more than happy to talk to you.
That's what I plan on doing when I get out.
Okay. All right, Jesse.
You got one too, Chamberlain?
Card?
Yeah.
You've already memorized it.
Yeah, I got you, but...
All right, Jesse, I'm walking out of here, man.
Okay.
So I'm going to go back to Tyler.
Okay.
And we're going to finish working this case.
Okay.
Jesse would never be able to lead the detectives to a man named Corey Smith. The jury would agree with detectives that Jesse was responsible for Paula's disappearance. Although they never found her, the evidence was staggering. Jesse would search phrases like, will hitting someone with a gun kill them? How to muffle a gun with a sock? Body found in Brusca County. And how long does it take for a body to decompose down to the bones? Jesse would receive life without the possibility of parole. Oh, and that necklace that Jesse spotted in Paula's picture. It was found near Tatum on the side of the road. Thank you for watching. They Caught Me. Till next time.